All right, we're rolling take three here. Had a little bit of a issue the first time I recorded this, but let's do an unboxing here. I have probably one of my most anticipated releases of the year here to show off. Um, so let's get to it. I've already started this unboxing. So I received this giant box from Amazon. Nice size box, very well packed. Within that box was this box. So I love when they kind of ship in the manufacturer's boxes because it protects it all that well, and with such a beautiful release here of the Back to the Future trilogy, I'm happy that this arrived packaged the way it did. This thing is beautiful. I've already taken the plastic wrap off here. So we're going to go through. I'm going to show off all of the contents of this. I am super excited about this release. This has a little magnetic clasp here. It opens up. You have the at a time license plate here on the inside. So I'm going to go through. We'll show off all the stuff on the inside here and just, I don't know, get excited because this is awesome. So first up, we have this envelope here, and within the envelope are some goodies. So let me show those off in a second, but I do want to show off the certificate of authenticity. So this is, so I made 5,585 of these. I got number 2,983. So that is the certificate of authenticity there. This was floating around inside, so looks like a little sticker here. See, 86, 52, 65, 4. So little extra piece there. And then we've got the contents of the envelope. So this thing is jam packed with like awesomeness. So we're gonna go through, I'll show off everything here. Make sure that's everything, yep. So we do have a few art cards. So I'll show those off here first. So you got the parents, the dance, you got Marty and Doc by the clock. And then this might be my favorite piece of the whole release here is the lenticular photo of Marty, Dave, and Linda. As you can see, they disappear. I do wish that I had received this package a week or two ago before I went to Chiller Convention, because there was some cast members there, and Mark McClure, who plays Dave here, was at the convention. So it would have been cool to kind of have him. I don't know if he would have been able to sign, obviously, the lenticular, but it would have been cool to show him this when I talked to him. Super awesome guy. So that is the few art cards. There is the drawing of the flux capacitor in there. We've got Save the Clock Tower Hill Valley Telegraph. So there's that. And then on the back it says I love you with the phone number. There is the Western Union telegram. So all 3 pages of the letter to Marty from Doc Brown. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but all 3 pages are here. So this is really neat. You have the USA Today article. youth jailed, Marty McFly Jr. arrested for theft, and then in the back you got the gang jailed, hoverboard rampage, destroys courthouse. Really cool touch there. Let's see what else we got here. We have the Hill Valley High School tardy slip, Marty McFly from Stanford S. Strickland, where he calls him a slacker. Really cool. You have the replica money here, the 1 and the 20 on each side there. And then you have I guess the receipt for the Gray's Almanac from Blast from the Past. So that's cool. We've got an envelope, do not open until 1985. We're going to open it anyway. So this is the letter from Marty to Doc Brown on the Lou's Cafe paper. Dear Dr. Brown, on the night that I go back in time at 1:30 a.m., you will be shot by terrorists. Please take whatever precautions are necessary to prevent this terrible disaster. Your friend, Marty. So really, really awesome stuff here, man. I am excited about this release. Probably going to be one of my favorite releases of the year. And I know that there was a couple different ones, with this box set being the one that, for me, as a fan of this franchise, I needed to get. So we also have A Match Made in Space by George McFly. So it's like the book cover there. George McFly's best-selling first novel is now in paperback. So really, really cool. And then you have, got to measure this to see how big it is, but this is the Jaws 19 by Max Spielberg. This time it's really, really personal. So this is really cool. If this is an 11 by 17, I actually have a poster frame that I might put this in just for the awesomeness of it. I do feel like a lot of this, I'm going to try to display this up on my shelf over here, at least parts of it. This set is too cool to just stay boxed up. All right, so next up, we've got this box here. So it says Gibson. So this is Axe Heaven Miniature Guitars. And this is an authorized partner, so we're going to open this up. This is really, the detail on this is really, really nice. Really nice. All right, let's open this up. So within here, you've got the guitar stand. So this was bubble wrapped, but like I said, this is round 2 of this unboxing. So I'm just going to put that off to the side there. And then I will show off the actual guitar, which is really, really nice. And it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It comes with a pick, and then on the back, Saturday Night Dance Entertainment Under the Sea, Be There or Be Square, November 12th, 1955, Hill Valley, California, Marvin Berry and the Starlighters. So you can see there at the back. But yeah, the overall detail on this is really, really nice, and this is going to get displayed on the shelf over here. For now, I will put this back in the package here so it doesn't get damaged. All right, and then we have Back to the Future, A Visual History, written by Michael Klestorin, with Randall Adamaniak, introduction by Bob Gale. So a whole booklet here, which I cannot wait to read through this. That's going to be awesome. Then you have, I'll take the license plate out, which is still in the plastic wrap, but eventually it'll come out and then this will get displayed. But this is really cool. like I said, it would have been fun to have this before the convention. I saw a lot of people that had the replica license plates, not necessarily from this set, but I mean, they've been making these, I think, for years, and they were having some cast members sign it. They had tons of cast members sign it, I guess, over the years. So it's really cool to see that type of fandom with having this sign. So would have been great, but I got a little late for that. But still really awesome. I'll slide that back in there. And again, that just sits in the top of the box. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. So really cool design there. And then, of course, we have the Steelbook. Let me close that. So this specific release comes with the flux capacitor Steelbook here, disconnect capacitor drive before opening, shield eyes from light. The back is just plain here. So this might be my only little like issue. I don't want to use the word issue. It's not an issue. I love this box set. This was the set for me to buy because of all of the extra awesomeness that came with it. But I do wish that they had 3 individual steelbooks for each movie. They had the release. They did release all 3 on their own, just without all of this stuff. And then, of course, you had the 4K steelbook from I don't know, a couple years ago, where on the back of them it's the DeLorean. When you line them all up, it makes the DeLorean. It would have been cool to either maybe repackage that into here, or at least have the individual steelbooks that they released in here as well. And the reason why is because I'm not crazy about how they stacked everything. So this is an 8-disc set. So each disc is just stacked on top of each other, 4 on each side. So you do have the Blu-rays and the 4Ks in here. So I'm going to pop these out so I could show off the inside artwork, and I'll show off each disc as well. So you have your Blu-ray disc for part 1. Part 2. Part 3. And then you have the first bonus disc at the bottom there. So on here you have the Hollywood Museum Goes Back to the Future. Back to the Future, the musical behind the scenes. I would love to see the musical. I don't see a lot of musicals. I'm not a huge musical guy, but this is the one I probably should go see. An alternate future, lost audition tapes. That'll be a fun watch for sure. Could you survive the movies Back to the Future? A 2015 message from Doc Brown, At a Time Restoring the DeLorean. Looking Back to the Future. And Back to the Future, the animated series, the 2015 commercials. So that's all on the first bonus disc. And then you have the the 4Ks. So here's part 1, part 2, and it's the same design for each one, just on the 4K disc. Part 3, and then you have the last bonus disc here. And on this one, you get 40 years later, reflecting on the future, Back to Hill Valley, Untold Stories of Back to the Future, TCM Classic Film Festival panel, and a mystery in history. And then you have the inside artwork here. So overall, still a beautiful, beautiful box set here. Let me get this all packed up, and then I'll re-show these things off here. So the discs are all popped back in there. This is a heavy, because there's 8 discs in here, a pretty heavy steelbook. So let's get this box back up here. Lots to put away. And again, I'm just going to put these away for now to wrap up this video. And then, like I said, I'll probably get some of this stuff displayed over to the side, just because I got to show this stuff off because it's so good. And I did want to just show off the autographs that I received at the Chiller Convention here. So this is an 11 by 17 print. I got it framed Just the other day, the print itself was a little crooked, but I got it to look pretty good here in the frame. Thank you to Michaels, bought the frame. They cut the border for me. But yeah, you got James Tolkien, Mark McClure, Donald Fullilove, and Harry Waters Jr. on here. Really nice to meet all of them at the Chiller convention. I'll post the video that I made for that, but it'll look good up on the shelf over here with all of these items. So this was the backing card. So it kind of shows all of the things that come with this that I showed off. So this is the 40th anniversary limited edition gift set. All 3 movies plus the 2 bonus discs. Flux capacitor steelbook, exclusive Gibson mini guitar replica, which is really cool. The out of time license plate, Back to the Future visual history booklet, the lenticular photo of Marty, Dave, and Linda McFly, which, as cool as that guitar is, I don't know, that lenticular is really a nice touch. Replicas from the Universal Archives and the number certificate of authenticity, and then it goes over all of the items on the bonus disc there. So once again, that is the Back to the Future trilogy box set. I am so excited to have this in my collection. I love this trilogy. I cannot wait to watch these. Let me know down in the comments below, did you get the big box set? Did you opt for the individual steelbooks that were released, or do you have the other steelbook set that was released with the DeLorean, or it makes a DeLorean, or just go for the standard 4K? Either way, let me know down in the comments below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and this unboxing of the Back to the Future trilogy. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and share this out with your movie loving friends. I'm on Letterboxd, Instagram, and Facebook. I will drop a link in the description below to all those social media platforms. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.